All right. And just like that, we are back with another episode of the Kick It Podcast brought to you by Kick It Labs. As always, we are recording this live from the beautiful city of Oceanside. I am your co-host. My name is Victor V, joined by Bruce.
Yep.
And you might notice that, we don't have everybody here. So Lens is out, Louis is out, but we do have Piccolo on the back. So shout out to Piccolo. And for everybody joining on the YouTube, you already know who we got here. We got a returning guest in this second part of the 2024 season. Feels like 2022. Damn.
Shit.
But we got Placas from La Mexicana Events joining us, coming all the way down from Barrio Logan, San Diego. Brother, thank you so much for joining us again.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate the time and the love to have us here and talk about our event coming this Saturday. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the carnales that couldn't be here. So respects to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Louis is out for today, and then we have O-Side Lens at the Music Box with the rap group Soul Spitters. Twist is headlining for that show tonight.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to the guys.
Like, we're not kidding when we say that the labs is busy, like in all sorts of ways. Yeah, and plus, I think Louis got a busted ankle, so brother, hopefully you get well soon. But
Louis, get better, carnal.
yeah, regardless, we're still here with Black Guys from the Mexicana event. So, Black Guys, since the last time that we've seen you, how's the events and all that treating you so far down in San Diego?
Oh, man, they're great. But I want to talk about the event that happened in Oceanside about 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
sure.
yeah, let's
Bring
jump
it
in.
up.
So I got to give credit where credit is due. It was beautiful. It was Raza Unite, right? For a good cause.
It was at the Brooks Theaters,
Brooks
right?
Theater,
It
yes,
was
sir.
the second annual Raza Art Exhibit.
Right.
Which that fundraiser was led by Go Through a Coffee. Shout out to them. Adman Strange collaborating on that show. O-Side Lens provided the sounds, and me, I was kicking it around, hanging out, like helping out what I could.
Taking pictures, helping out everybody. This is about everybody knew him, right? He was just like, go here, do that. But the beautiful part of it is that you guys did it right in the heart.
Yep, downtown
Right,
Oceanside.
downtown, and you guys took over a theater, and you had poets, you had art, everything Mexicano, Chicano under the sun under a theater, and the way it was done, and then everyone coming together. That was beautiful. I saw the carnal Mike, from Osai Hit-Ups there. I
Yep.
saw
Shout out.
Danza Cuacoal there. I met some poets there. Elvis was there from the Barrio Center Street there and doing his work and talking about him. I met the guy Jimmy, that he's running here for an office right here.
Running for District 3.
District 3.
And it was cool, like Raza just coming together and networking and building and saying, hey, we're here too, and we can have this here. And it just felt really powerful to see that. And I was like, man, my respects to you guys for putting on that and collabing together, right? I know it was cultura in there, but it took the whole barrio to make that happen, if you will, right?
Absolutely.
All of North County, man. So my respects to you guys, and that just made us want, it just put more, a lot of more, how should I say it? Just like a lot of more, I don't say extra love, but just like, man, we got to go out there and do it, you know?
Be a community.
Yeah, and just show like what I always say, man, we're stronger together. We're better together, man. If we can take that theater, next year we can take that whole block. You know how beautiful that would be? So that's kind of what we try to do with our events, right? And you guys did exactly what we try to do. So it's I'll post this up, right? Just real quick so
Yeah.
people can
There
see
you go.
Yeah, no, but you're absolutely right, man. It's not easy. Like it does take a full village to make things like that happen.
Yes. And so for us, people say, "Oh, your event." It's not our event. It's all of our event, right? We're gonna have 1904 cruisers come down.
Yo.
You see, we're gonna
Yeah.
have Team Yonkes bring the RC remote control cars.
Oof.
We're gonna have O-Side and SD Riders collab for do the graffiti part.
Sick.
We're gonna get Impala's car clubs to come out, and then them streets later on they're gonna alternate. We're gonna get the culture queens come and represent. We're gonna get Danza Cualcoat, the Brown Berets. We're gonna get like 17 rappers that are just gonna be a part of it, and poets. And people say, "Oh, your event." No, it's all of our event. That's what makes it firme, right? That's what makes that unity. We're not exclusive. We're inclusive. Part of doing these things, it's like, man, getting those calls and those emails. Hey, can we perform? Where are you coming from? I'm coming from New Mexico. What? I'm coming from upstate. I'm coming from Texas. I want to perform. Neta? What is it? What do I got to do? No, we don't need any feria from you. Just show up. This platform is for you. Is for us to showcase our artists, our people. We have talent. We just don't have a platform or the spaces to show our talent. So it's up to us to provide that space, right? Just like this podcast, right? You gave me the opportunity to come back, and that's what we need. We need to support each other. That's why this is so important.
And I remember last time that we were on together. That was one of the difficulties of that first show that you weren't able to secure a venue because either the city was giving a lot of red tape or the venues didn't necessarily agree with what you were trying to showcase. But it's bigger than that. Like you said, it's more of a community gathering more than just gangster stuff.
Yeah, and we want to make it free, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people saying, "Hey, that rapper's gonna be there?" Yeah, that poet is gonna be there, and you're not charging? No, it's for you. This is your opportunity to see them, right? We get saddened, that other people do events related to our culture and history, and they charge ridiculous amounts to attend, right? There was a certain, I don't want to put anyone on blast or anything, but there was a certain Mexican food event that happened downtown, and they were charging $100, $150 to get in.
With like downtown San Diego?
Yeah.
What?
Damn,
I'll
that's
say
wild.
it. Can I say it?
Just so
You
you
can
could
say whatever
just
the
so
hell
you
you
can
want
eat
on
food?
the
platform
It
right
was
now.
the Taco Fest.
Oh, okay.
They charge that much for a
yeah,
spot
Yeah, and no, just to get in.
just to get in.
Just to get in. So
Dang.
what does that do? That eliminates us. We have 3 or 4 or 5 kids, so you can't take all of them. Everyone, you go part, the tia, the prima, everyone wants to come. How do you pay for that?
Yeah, that's at the waterfront
Yeah,
park.
exactly. So then, like, no diss to them, but then why are we not doing that? Right? So let them do theirs, and let's do ours. Right? I just saw that Lowrider's gonna do their big Lowrider Super Show in Las Vegas. They're charging $300 to $400 for vendors. What? Right? Don't we have lowrider shows here? Didn't they have one? You guys had a cruise here like last week?
Oh, there was a cruise in downtown Oceanside.
Yeah, and those were for free.
And
Yep,
that's
that
at
was.
the end
Shout out
of the
to
day.
all the lowrider clubs that went ahead and did the damn thing for the North County cruise this past weekend here in Oceanside on Coast Highway.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because at the end of the day, like how I feel like that the lowrider teams do it out here is it's a community gathering, not so much like, oh, we're showcasing and giving trophies and stuff. It's like, no, you got a ride, you want to show it off, come join us.
Yeah, and that's what it was always about, right? Cruising, showing, building, asking, hey, how did you get that right? How did you do that? Can you explain it to me? Now we're being kicked out of our own events. So what do? We get left out. So by Cultura Coffee doing events and us trying to do events and other people trying to do events, then they're for us, right? Where you can speak Spanish or English or Spanglish, where the smells of food are familiar, right? And you get to celebrate you without having to explain anything to anyone and free of charge, right? Sometimes you think about like you go to just even a Padre game, right? You go in there and you pay the price and you see the beers like 20, $30. You're like, damn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so why don't we support each other? Why don't we put that money back in our pockets and have that circulated among us? Right? As my carnal taught me, man, he opened my eyes. He's like, check this out, carnalito. Like, we put money in people's pockets, but we won't do it in ours. And all these people are rich, and we're not. We make everyone else rich except us. So think about that. If we put that feria that we do in other people in our pockets, where would we be right now? Unstoppable.
I mean, it's headed there. I think personally, but I don't know, man. I feel like it comes down to like educating yourself first, because like some people don't understand like to circulate, you know, the brown economy, because like just because like you trying to sell to your deal, like you're hooking him up essentially, you know, you're giving him a good deal, and he's still like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna go with somebody else because how are you screwing me over? Like that's the mentality sometimes, you know. But it's like, nah, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I'm gonna make maybe 2% or whatever, but like it's not about that, you know. Like I'm really trying to hook you up and get a deal.
And we have to change that. I know there's some raza that screw other raza over. Yeah, of course. We're
Mm-hmm.
not perfect, right? I'm not saying we're perfect, but we need to be that change that we want to see, right? And it starts with us, right? And so by doing these events, taking over and doing these events for the cultura in the right way, right? Then we could say, hey man, if they could do that, then we could do that too. And we should be doing that. What we want to do is inspire other people to do that, right? And that's the goal, right? Is to network, to meet. We're gonna have book authors there. So it's just not about the music, it's about education. It's about meeting other people that are doing things and how you can collaborate with them. So this is just kind of telling other people, hey, let inspire you to run to do office like Jimmy is, like Mayor Sanchez did, and support them, right? Let's run for school district, school board, even the police chief. We're the majority and we don't have any really representation. It's beautiful to see the mayor here, right? Ms. Sanchez, respect, Senora Sanchez, right?
Yes, you can actually catch that previous episode too. We just had her on Monday. Yo, shout out to Esther Sanchez.
Right? And look what she's doing. She's running with that, helping the people at that park, Valderrama Park, right?
Yes, sir.
And she's behind that paperwork, ensuring that that park gets protected. We need to be in those positions, right? We need to be running that. And kind of, this is kind of like showing you that we can. We need to be doing that. We need to come together. We need to, and you know, support what you're doing. Support that business. You know, I tell people, hey, my students, I'm a teacher, students, hey, you want a coffee in Starbucks? No. You don't like Starbucks? It's cool. But go to my friend's coffee shop. Go to Dia del Cafe. It's just an extra mile. If not, go por Vida Coffee. Hey, you want some tacos? Yeah, go to Fercheladas or go to Poques. Don't go to Chipotle. I'm sorry, I'm good. Right? It takes that commitment, right? To say, no, I need to go here. I need to put really my money where my mouth is. And once we start supporting these businesses, then we start realizing the economic power that we have. Because we do. We're the ones who make everyone else rich. We're not doing that. So these events, again, is to us to come together. And if you see the title, right? La Cultura Une, right? It's uniting. It's uniting us. It's not really, this is a political statement that we can come together on a day and celebrate anything that's Mexicano, Chicano, not be embarrassed or explain it to, oh, I'm not into this. Come see how beautiful it is, right? Just like how you guys had at that fundraiser 2 weeks ago, You had everything, ballet folclórico, right? Some danzantes, speakers. That's beautiful. We're gonna do the same here, right? And as you see, la cultura cure, la cura y une, it heals us. And so the kids know how important it is to embrace our culture, respect our culture, right? And then they learn, right? Hey, it's cool to be us. That's the message we're sending. It's okay to be Mexican. It's okay to be proud. We're from here, right? That's the whole premise behind this event.
Now, I agree with you 100%. Black us. I feel like there's nothing wrong with like being able to fully embrace your culture. You know, like yeah, sometimes when we're around other people, like a lot of emotions come into play, and
Mhm.
you don't want to seem like an extremist or nothing like that. You want to blend in, and I mean we're all different.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to not blend in. So take do your part, man. Whatever you feel inside here, showcase it to the world. That's simple as that. Don't hide it.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not telling like go protest or block freeways or anything like that. That was a thing done years ago, right? It was a strategy done in the 70s, and where does it get us? It's time we change that and get into these positions where we can make change, where we can really be effective, right? So our carnal Osai Lenz is performing right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, imagine if just all the Raza of Oceanside came to support him. How would that be?
Oh man, I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure he's
a
seen
quarter
that.
of
Yeah,
it
I'm
right
pretty
now
sure
is
we've
down
seen
there.
Yeah,
that
but
before,
imagine if
yeah.
all of them went. It would be a complete sellout, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
100%.
100%.
And how would Oside Lens popularity and following? We have the numbers. We're just not doing that for each other, right? Or every single person or half the people on Oceanside bought a song off his platform for $1. How would it change him? See, we're not thinking that way, right? We're not asking for $20, $50, but just what is a song now on these platforms? A buck,
A dollar or maybe a little less depending
under
on the
$2.
artist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what would that do with the numbers?
Oh, it'll change the whole entire game. And I feel like we kind of talked about this with Bishop the other day. Catch that interview, Bishop Snow.
Yeah.
Hey.
And we were
What's up, Bishop?
talking the same exact thing is like, there's obstacles and there's people that dislike you, but, there's more people that do like you. But the weird thing is that they're not necessarily hating. They just don't want you to do better than they are doing. So like, it's just
Yeah,
weird. It's just
but-
weird the way
But
some people
that's-
think.
But that's where we have to change that mentality and support. The same effort you put in hating someone, you can put in supporting someone, right? Simply, right now we can get our phone and repost, hey, go check out my carnal Oside, he's performing. It didn't cost us anything, but we need to be doing that. We need to get in the habit of just helping each other. That's why it just comes automatic, like tying shoelaces. I want my carnal to blow up. He's a talented artist, right? He does everything, right? DJs, raps, does everything. He should get that respect. He is the real deal, right? Other these rappers, these major rappers, who are they? They hire people to come out in their videos. Osai would make a call and you would have all of Oceanside there. But how do we get them in the concerts and the shows to support them? And that's what we want. We want this true carnalismo. And he's talented, right? On top of it, he's talented. If he wasn't, it'd be like, all right, because I'm here, but I'm not. But he is, right? He is. So why not support that? Support people you'll never see or run into. And that's what we're asking for. Let's start supporting us. It's our time. If we don't do this, we're gonna be erased. I just said the Taco Fest. The Dia de los Muertos. Remember that big scandal that they had here? Was it a year ago? Last year?
It was
It was
exactly
just last
almost
year.
about a year
Yeah,
ago.
it's getting
yeah.
close to that. This lady was telling our people that they couldn't be there on a holiday. That's for us. And she was crazy, making crazy feria. And what did the community get? Nothing. And we came out, and a lot of people came out. Here we had an awesome benefit, right? A fundraiser. That same community went to the Muertos should have gone to that on the triple fold. That's what I'm pushing. That's what we're advocating in these Viva La Raza Fest. Like, of all the BS that's against us, these politicians win, right? On telling, don't vote for me and I'll make the border higher. I'll get rid of these Mexicans. There, they don't use Latino. It's strictly the M word, Mexican. So let's celebrate who we are. There's nothing wrong with that. We didn't ask to be that. We got lucky, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Right? Yes or no? We have so much culture.
That's funny.
I was just telling that to Lens the other day.
Yeah, and I was just talking about it with Bruce the other day too. When we were, I think it was over the weekend when we were super busy, and it's just like
I think it was just this past Tuesday when we're doing that music video shoot. With
Yeah.
their homie. I don't want to give out too much. I almost
yeah,
slipped.
yeah. Like I don't know, dude. I love being Mexican, man, and I'm not gonna hide it for anybody. Like not even if you give me $100,000, like. I am who I am, dude, and I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Right, and everything that comes with it.
Yep.
Right? The food, the music, the art, the history, the culture. And we don't have to go anywhere. It's around us. Right? Look at the name of the cities that we have. San Marcos, right? Encinitas. And if you look, there's historical monuments. Our ancestors built those. So it's not like we're a foreign culture here, right? If you go to any restaurant and you bust open the menu, there's always what? A Mexican food item, yeah? Right or no? You go to straight up Denny's and they have burritos and they have all kinds of stuff. We're there. Everyone wants to eat our food, right? But we need to put respect on that. Other people love our food, right? What are the most famous food types of foods in the world? What does everyone want to eat? Italian food? Pizza, right?
Yeah, Chinese food
and then Mexican food. That's it. And then it would be really hard. Do you want Italian food? Do you want Mexican food? Mexican food. It's good. It's delicious, right? So we have so much. We just need to flip that around and say, hey, man, I'm privileged. I come from this culture that during pre-Columbian times, we were building pyramids, and look what we're doing now. Look what we do to our cars. Look what we do to our clothes, the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves. We're very different people. We're unique. Let's celebrate that, right? And that's where, again, coming back to La Cultura Une, right? I had the privilege of going back to Albuquerque, Burque, in June, July. Man, I'm forgetting my dates here. And I met this artist that I've heard about for many years. He goes by El Moises.
Okay.
Real famous Chicano artist. He's been at it for I don't want to throw his age out, but for the past 30 years, he's been really active on it. And we finally met after many years, right? We lived in the same cities. We know the same friends, and it just called them up, carnal, what's up? And we met and like brothers. I told him about the event and, the whole premise behind it. He's like, carnal, I got you.
That's right.
I want Burque to represent in San Diego. You see how we have this common struggle, experience, language, food, culture? Even if it's 2 states away, he could relate to what I was saying. He's like, I got you, carnal. Look, got down. We see symbols here that we could recognize.
Oh, 100%.
So, La Cultura Une. It unites us. Those symbols are not foreign to us. That's us, right? And so that was kind of the thing that we're always looking for artists from not just San Diego. We love San Diego, 1904 all day, right? But at the same time, we want to make sure that other people are welcome to come to San Diego and see what's going on. Now we can take them to Chicano Park, and then we can take them to Valderrama Park now. You see that? Not just one place, but now it's spreading everywhere. See, that's kind of what we want. That's what we're pushing for.
Yeah, no, it's been a long way, but it's finally happening now, and I'm glad. I mean, sure, it took a lot of time, and then still a lot of obstacles in the way, but we will overcome, man. And then just having Valderrama Park starting to do something similar to Chicano Park, and hopefully being blessed, according to Mayor Esther Sanchez, to be a sister park with Chicano Park, like that's a major milestone right there.
Yes, and then how quickly it's happening if you think about it, right? I remember the first time Mike, he's like, hey, carnal, we're going to do this, this, and that. And I showed up, and they were kind of looking at it. And then it feels like like for me, right, in a matter of like 3 weeks, it's like all murals everywhere, right? And everyone's having fun doing that, right? If you get a chance and you see some of the artists working, like they're really putting not 100%, but 1,000%. They know that they're leaving a legacy behind, right? And there'll be a sister park of Chicano Park, and then hopefully they could be that of Raza Park in Denver, right? The other Chicano Park in El Paso, right? So there's a Parque de la Raza in Los Angeles. Let's all them unite, right? We need to do that.
Basically, setting forth a whole network.
That's the
Yes.
goal, man. That's the
Mm-hmm.
goal.
Right? Yes, exactly. Again, network building and sharing. We were talking off mic, right, about how these other carnales in the east side of San Diego want to do something similar. So I just know the carnal who can do that for you. I'll be down to assist in whatever I can, but you need to speak to him, and I'll connect you with other people from the parque in San Diego that you can meet and get it done sooner than later. So if they throw in obstacles, hurdles, then you could easily just jump over those. That's what we need to be doing. Hey, they told you no, we'll fill it out this way and you'll get it approved. That's what we need. That's the correct way to move. And then once it's in place, it's locked, and who can change it? No one can. Right? We need to be fighting for those real things that we can leave behind. Right?
Hell yeah. And I don't know if anybody's out there commenting, but thank you so much for joining.
Actually, we do.
Whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
Who's out
Apple
there?
Podcast, Spotify, wherever you're at, man. Thank you so much. We're here with Placas from La Mexicana event. Yes, sir. And we're here discussing that, he's having an event this upcoming weekend. So you guys better pull up this Saturday because it's gonna go down.
There's a carnal right there, Pecas from Nuevo Mexico. What's up, carnal? There's another there artist there from Nuevo Mexico. It's El Moises, carnal. El Moises. Everybody knows El Moises. So that's him, brother. Thank you for joining in, carnal. I see you.
Yeah, big shout out. And Placas, so I just want to know, man, because this is the second annual.
Yes.
But compared to the first one where we had the podcast and we were talking about all the struggles, like what has been different about this show?
Well, it's different that it's just one day this time. I think last year, and we didn't do the 2 day only because we don't have a venue, right? The Soul Factory is helping us out. Respects to them. They're working with us. They're letting this happen. So respects to them. But we need it every year. It just keeps getting bigger. And what we don't want to do is turn people away. It really breaks our heart. We had a guy from Victorville like, bro, I'll drive in the morning and be there. Wow. Sorry, Kana, we don't have a space. I mean, we're already beyond capacity, to be honest with you. People saying, is this a business? No, this is all a labor of love. We just get enough vendors to cover the space, and then that's it. We don't make a dime. I think last time we had money for a taco plate at Alberto's or whatever, and it tasted so good because it was done, but we need a space where we can accommodate everyone, right? That's our dream, right? We want to why not take the waterfront and give it that respect that it needs? So that's kind of our goal, right? If we're going to do the next one, how do we make it where we can have a bigger place, right? Where we can house everyone. And because a lot of people were like, man, I really wanted to go. I couldn't make it last year. I want to make it this year. I'm like, oh, sorry, carnal, Spensa, We even given up our spots. We're like, here, just come. Because it's really not about us, right? It's kind of, again, just motivating people to do that. We tell people, man, go do it in your city. We'll definitely support and connect you with the people we know over there, right? So, again, us moving Aslan wide, right? And that's the beauty of it. But, yes, carnal, last year, remember, the city shut us down really 2 weeks before our event. This was going to be at Centro Cultural de la Raza. We had the whole lawns, and the city said no. And so I called everyone and their mom and dogs that I knew. Man, I need a bottle. And gracias a Dios, it happened. We went to go to Bread and Salt, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I know what you do. I've seen you done stuff in the community. I got you. Don't worry about it." So we were very blessed, and he saved us. And this year, is just kind of fitting in everyone we can as much as possible, right? But that's a beautiful thing, right? That people want to participate, and that's what really motivates us. Like, can I go? Can I get 10 minutes? Can I even get 3 minutes? Like, wow, you would want to come just for 3 minutes, man? How can I tell you no?
Yeah, no, that's mad love right there, and it's a trip because San Diego does get that amount of love, man. Because like I don't know who started this or what, but like Chicano Park, that whole entire area, that's seen as like the main Aslan.
Yeah,
I don't know why or who started it, but it's just crazy the amount of respect that it gets
yeah,
as a little area.
because what happened with that park is that they took it amongst themselves to do that, right? They said, "Hey, ya estufas, let's get together and let's do it." And it kind of like what Mike and the people did in that neighborhood. We're not going to wait around for the city for handouts. We need to do that ourselves for ourselves. You see that? So that way, it just makes it even more intense, more beautiful, right? Where we're coming together and we want to work for something that's going to be ours, right? We pay taxes, we live in those neighborhoods. Why shouldn't we be entitled to have such a park? Right? And if people don't like it, then keep on cruising to the next neighborhood. But our park is our park. Not that it's a gangster thing, right? But it's more of a cultural thing. But people also need to respect the history and culture that goes there. If it doesn't represent you, well, we've been dealing with that unrepresentation for how many years now, right? We're the majority here. When do we come out in billboards? We don't. We don't. I was cruising with my son and we saw this beautiful billboard. I forgot to take a picture of it, and it said, "Welcome to beautiful San Diego," and it had an Asian kid, a white kid, Asian kid, white kid, and a kid from India. It didn't even have an African American or black brother and sister or us. I'm like, what? We're the majority and we don't exist? Our kids don't go to the zoo or Legoland or SeaWorld, or we don't exist. And so by creating these parks, we are represented, right? So that's the power and the magic, because that art validates our existence. Even if it's a small little place, but the people there at Valderrama Park, and shout out to the carnales there, there's a sense of pride now. Not that there wasn't, but now they can walk and see themselves reflect and say, we did that for the love for our people. So it's by and for us. So there's a lot more Cora going into everything, right? And that's the beauty of it, right? Again, coming together for all the right reasons, for survival, for our language, our food, our history and culture, and at the end of the day, be in charge of our own destiny, right? We don't want handouts, right? We work for our stuff, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we just like that feeling of earning it.
Right?
Yeah, because yeah, somebody could give you $10, but it's like, nah, man, I ain't really trying to take your $10. I mean, give me some pens. I'll sell you some pens, and yeah, then let's
Let
get
me
it.
work for it.
Yeah,
So it gives us dignified, gives us respect, right? That we earned for it. Kind of like the lowrider, right? I see all the lowriders have gone up, right? The classic cars have gone up, right? Like thousands and thousands of dollars, right? I don't know if you guys seen, like they'll sell you a car,
Yeah, I
it's
noticed the
rusted
difference.
and it has no motor, no this, no that, $30,000. I'm like, what? That's just scrap, right? But you see other people buying it and they buy them already built, and you didn't put your touch on it. You didn't put the love in it, right? Your culture's not reflected in the car, right? So when you see carnalas and carnalas cruising in the car, you know it took them time. And they're out there getting all dressed up. And they're cruising in the car. Look at me. Look at what I accomplished. Right? That's the beauty. That's that symbol that other people just don't know when they low ride. Right? And it's everything that we do. We always have that touch that it's custom. How do you know it's Chicano Mexicano? It's custom. Yes or no?
Yep.
That's what sets us apart. See or no?
Yep.
Any
Come
car,
on.
we'll put any little thing and we're always adding to it. And
Well, it's
that's
just to
us.
show a reflection of us.
Yes.
Of where we're coming from. And
We're
the pride,
unique.
and the pride we want to show, you know?
Unique. And, we're getting into this, I hate to say it sounds this way, but muerto season, right? Because everything's all being decked out. And you buy the stuff now at the 99-cent store or Target and it all looks the same. But that was never the point because our ancestors, our loved ones, weren't as everyone else, right? They're all unique. These altars are supposed to be unique and reflect of the person's uniqueness. If everyone has the same thing, then what does it matter? Nothing, right? So again, we need to reevaluate ourselves, our thinking of who we are, and start respecting ourselves as people. That's why we call everyone carnal, because I don't want to play my brother and sister, right? You just don't call anyone that, right? They got to earn that. But when you start telling people that, like, oh man, this guy's calling me brother. Why? Well, why shouldn't I? Right? Don't we have similar experiences? That's where we need to start thinking as a community.
Amen to that.
Yeah, beautiful.
I feel like we all do share the struggle, and like some people don't voice it as much, but we're dealt almost the same exact hand. It's just the approach is just a little bit different for each individual.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, we want everyone to come out, not for us, but for the vendors, for the artists, for everyone, right? People are like, do you want a huge turnout? Yes, for the people performing. Yes, for the people who are bringing their rides. Yes, for the people bringing their bikes. Yes, for the food vendors, right? Let's come out and support each other.
Close to the mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
closer to the mic. All right. Sorry.
No, you
Let me
good.
get closer to here. All
That's
right.
what production is telling us.
All right.
Yeah, well, they should have been here.
Nah. Well, Blanca's been going off on this episode.
Yeah,
man.
no, it's a
I'm
gem,
pretty
dude.
sure we catch it now.
It's a gym.
It's a wrap, right?
No. We're still talking about this. I mean, the second annual Viva La Raza Fest going on this Saturday. What's the hours looking like?
The hours officially is from 11 to 8.
Woo.
So, and it's jam-packed, like right after another. So we have Danza Blessing. As soon as Danza's Blessing, we have Ballet Folklorico. And then Ballet Folklorico, we have Mariachi.
Yeah.
And then we might have another entertainment. And then comes Daviana. It's a rising star. She's like 12 years old. She's the queen of the accordion. She's everywhere. She'll be performing along with another group.
Sick.
And then bam, right after, just artists after artists after artists after artists after artists after artists. So again, and then all these other things happening. The live graffiti, the lowrider cars, the lowrider bikes. There's going to be a group coming from Los Angeles called Black Books and Rhymes. They'll be in the corner doing black books and freestyling and doing their thing. So all these things are happening at the same time. We have local artists, Ricardo Islas, Gato, Willie. There's like so many that'll be there, right? Just there supporting and just being part of it and making it happen. Because it takes that village or that barrio to make it happen. And again, show out for yourself. That's what we want. It's not for me or La Mexicana. It's for us coming together, right? And how beautiful it is to be able to be with each other in a peaceful, loving way, right? And meeting other people that are coming from out of town and be like, man, I came to San Diego. The people were extremely firme, and I want to go back there again, right? So that's the whole point.
Hell yeah. So everybody, you heard it right here from Placas. Pull up Saturday, man. It's going to be a vibe.
Yeah, man. And talking about it, I do want to go ahead and give a special shout out to one of the DJs that's going to be pulling up, which will be DJ s7e.
Okay.
Yeah. But to put in this perspective, DJ s7e is, Vel9's tour DJ.
Okay,
And
I
she's
know
pulling
exactly
up
who
and
that-
pulling through for this event, the
Wow.
same like everybody else. coming through and making this beautiful event come together. I mean, we talking about like food vendors. You talking about like the low riders communities, the youth. The
Yes,
the seniors and our ancestors being
exactly.
representative from all the knowledge that we got poured in, and for us to display it and showcase it for the world to see.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's just us celebrating as you know, Chunky Sanchez says, just celebrating the spirit of life itself, but our spirit, you know, our food, our music, our history, all in one place, free. Yeah,
Or you can't beat free.
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right. If people are like, you should charge. Charge for what? Why do you need me to charge? No, you need to charge for what? We got the place. We're good.
Just pull up and make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Support the
message.
artists.
Yep.
Support the vendors with their designer stuff. We were kind of hoping to have a fashion show of local San Diego designers. It didn't happen, but that's the plan for next year, to have a fashion show of all the
Ooh.
brands. Can you imagine that? So we'll have that runway, right? A brown runway, if you will, and all the merch people having their time to show their clothes, right? So that way, that would have the local models, right? The local designers, female or male, and support the city, rep the city. So we're moving on that, right? We also have a component where we're showing film too. That's why we need a venue that could provide us that. So it becomes now more like a workshop. You'll have the film people here, the book authors here, the designers here, and have them talk about their struggles, talk about what they need, and giving us advice of how to do that now. That's what we really need. We need to be in contact with each other and say, how did you guys do this podcast? Where
We
did you get the equipment? How did you do that? I'm sure a lot of people want to do that. And it's not easy. How long you guys been on? Couple of years now.
Yeah, definitely a couple of years, and just like anything, man, you got your ups and downs. Like, I think by now everybody knows, but like, before we even got into a studio, we were out in breweries, and there was a point where all the equipment got stolen. So like, restart and rethink. Like, are we really gonna fully pursue this, or stop, do something else? But you know, this was our
You
calling, man.
kept on and see, and how many people wouldn't even know how to set anything up. We need to pass down that glecha, that knowledge of how to do that. Because it's got to start somewhere, right? As how humble it is, right? But we're not passing down those things, and it feels like, nah, I don't want to let you know. I don't want. No, do your thing. Let's have. Let's not compete, but let's collab, right? Competition is for people who are not seeing the bigger picture. Let's collaborate. Let's be bigger, right? And this is amazing, man. I'm honored again to be here again. Especially, you allow me to promote this. Respects to you guys.
Yeah, no, no. Thank you, Placas, and we share the same sentiment. We definitely love you having the space for us when we go down there, and that's it's exactly what we're talking about. It's about supporting one another.
Yeah, man. And I don't see this big divide between down there or up here. It's like what, 20-minute drive when there's no traffic, but we're here.
Well, we could probably be there in 15.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruce got
Oh,
the whip.
Bruce is like 50. Danny, I'll be there in like in 10, right?
I'm used to driving on these roads.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
say that.
But yeah, you see, we're not that far away, and we need to stop thinking that we're isolated. We're only a phone call away, right? A
Exactly.
text away. Hey, I need this. Sure, I got you. Let's do it. What do you need from me? Whatever I can do, we can find someone that could do that. So that's why networking is so crucial, right? You need someone with lighting, man. Let's call up. Let's put, hey, I got the light. Can I borrow it for a week? Yes, Simon. But we're not doing that enough, right? We're not sharing our spaces, our knowledge, our equipment, even. But again, this is what this is about. I think it's our time to come up and reaffirm ourselves. We're here. We're not going anywhere, right? I'm not. We're here to just push that we're proud to be Mexican. without disrespecting anyone else. This is who we are. This is our culture. This is our history. We're in our lands, right? There it is.
Hey, well, plug us for everybody that was tuning in. Where could people reach you at, whether it's your personal or through La Mexicana?
Reach out to La Mexicana events, right? Reach out there and join, man. Come out, support. We're sticking everybody's logo on the flyer.
Yeah, I saw
Just a lot of people are helping. Hey, can I do this? What I do? Oh man, I'll spread the word. Got you. A lot of people. Hey, how much to get on there? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? What are you doing for the community? I'm doing this. Do it. You know, there's a bunch of organizations, emo brown people in Chula Vista that are doing a lot of firme things out there, right? Chicle there is doing that. There's a carnal named RJ from Vision Culture Foundations, which is Highland Avenue Graph Company. They're doing positive things. Of course, Team Oside up here, the Team Yonques, the 1904 Cruisers, man, they're always involved. So we love it to see those that we get to be on a flyer together, right? My carnales out on K Street, shout out to them if they're watching, right? My homeboy Chiquis and all the crew that we kick it and we mob together everywhere. But it takes that barrio to support the barrio because we understand each other, right? As men, right? As I always say, con respeto, right? I'm going to talk to you, but with the respects that you deserve. What do you need? I can't do it or I can do it. If I can't, let me find someone else. Man, we'd be unstoppable that way, right?
Yeah. Speaking facts, talking about unity.
Yeah.
That's how you bring on your community. Yeah, it's just giving opportunities to everybody and also the knowledge and resources to put on forth like their own identity to be portrayed out there for people to see and also to find out exactly what they really want to do in life. You know, I was just reading this one post talking about jobs, how jobs was, setting forth to go ahead and give somebody some constructive part to be in society and set forth they went ahead and replaced that with giving somebody a sense of identity in which that's and being that in the rat race itself, losing yourself in a bit. Because we got bills, we got families, we got life like coming down. Healthcare ain't free out this bitch.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why that's why I love being Mexican. We like from all like the knowledge from our ancestors of like how to like take care of ourselves naturally.
Right.
That shit's sick. That's like that knowledge that we're coming from.
You always gotta find a way, man.
Yeah, right.
We're always on survival mode. And one of the things that I would like to see personally change is that we get out of that rut, right? Like damn, man, someone asked me, in a recent interview what I thought about the election and who was running. I said, man,
They really asked you that question?
yeah,
Marcus?
yeah. They asked me, and I was like, "You really want me to answer that?" And I said,
They really did.
no, "Yeah." And I was like, "None of those parties, none of those parties. We're always on survival mode, right?
Yep.
And we'll find a way, right? Because that's just in us, right? We'll work 2-3 jobs. We don't complain, right? We don't complain. We're complaining that we don't have another job, right?
Been there before.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? We've got the cars, we got everything, but we don't have the respect. And we need to stop living like that and come together and support each other and respect each other and come up. It's about time we do, right? It's about, I want to see all my brothers and sisters living chingon, having those jobs, being able to represent us. I go to all these cultura events, and the people running and making bank are not us. Damn. What I do on the side? I take pictures of graffiti and all of that, right? And people write all these books and they're not us. And I'm like, how is that even possible? Some lady just wrote this lowrider book. It's a good book. But we don't have photographers here. We don't have access to lowriders. We couldn't have done that. We couldn't have slapped a book together and sold it for our people, right? There's a carnal up there from San Jose, Ricardo Cortez. He did the ABC of Lowriders. It's a good book. It's a children's book, right? And, I've been talking to him off and on, and I'm like, man, thank you for the support, brother. It's about time that people like us put these books together because no one knows low riding like us, right? No one knows the cultura more than us. And we need to support that. There's another carnal by the name of Ruben. He goes by Flaco Sol, and he wrote a book about his neighborhood in Los Angeles. And he wrote a book, and he'll be there selling it, right? And you get to meet them. We have now access to these authors, right? Shake their hand, buy it from them, chat it up, chop it up for them for a minute. What was your thinking? Why did you put it out? And support it, right? Again, just us doing things for us, right? It's about time.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah, it is about time, dude.
Hey, yo, man, it's been a great conversation up in this episode, dude.
Yeah,
I've been
beautiful
loving
episode.
every minute of it.
Thank you.
Everybody out there who's still tuning in, thank you so much.
We still have some comments.
We're
to go.
here with Placas from the
All right.
kind of event, and let's run through these comments before
All right.
we start getting out of here.
All right.
I can't.
Grab this out of
Can
the
you
bar.
read? Hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
it
This
says-
light's like in my
Yeah,
way.
the light's blinding right here.
Looking sideways here.
Wavy's there. Wavy, he's always going off. Órale, carnal.
We got the first one.
Yeah.
saying,
Hola, raza, ¿cómo
that's my
estamos?
OG Daniel.
Yeah.
And then we have.
All right, Bruce. Just grab the mic and see if you can see it
Love
through
to
the
kick
other
it
light.
out.
'Cause,
Yeah.
let me see.
And respects to you guys, carnales, for doing this
Turned
and
the OG's
maintaining.
mic up. I think that
Well,
was
Wavy
Yeah.
Dago
earlier.
turned the OG's
Yeah,
mic up.
We got it there.
Yeah. Louis also mentioned it, but thank you, Louis.
He's always
And
going
thank you, Wavy
off.
Dago.
Yeah.
Then let's see, we got people articulating soulful stories. Simon, that's right. Then we got Wavy Dago with the much love.
Yes. What places would you like to see from artists moving forward? Is that something else, or is that what would places like to see from artists moving forward? Places or placas? Is that
No, no. It says
what would places?
Oh,
Placas.
I think he was
Yeah,
trying
I
to say
think he said
placas, bro.
placas.
What
I
would
think
places like to
autocorrect
see
went
from
right there.
artists
Autocorrect.
moving forward?
They're like, nah, he's too Mexican. We're gonna screw with him. I mean, what
Jay-
would placas
damn,
like to
dog.
see from artists moving forward? I want artists to come and come with it, bring it, right? That's what I want. I want them to shine and again, right? Put that whole love and do what they do. I mean, for me, shoot, I mean, I want them to come with that fire, that brown pride, take this back, but yeah, my carnales, the Panchos, right? The Invisible Panchos, they just did a track, Brown Pride, right? They did it with Mr. Little One, right? They did a collab and they did this song and they're moving and grooving, man. They're unstoppable. They're here. They're everywhere. They'll be performing. So make sure to catch them there. Saludos, carnales. I see you guys.
Yes, sir. Then we had Jake Hera earlier saying, "Hola raza, cómo están?" Yo, thank you for tuning in, brother. Then, yeah, man, I think we still got a whole bunch of comments coming in. I don't know if it's
Cool.
because it's live or whatnot, but hey, shout out to everybody.
We haven't even hit the IG up.
Yeah, let's go to the Instagram real quick because, man, I see a lot of love, a lot of action. We got some fire emojis from Jesse.
Jesse, I see you, carnala. I see you.
Yeah, a lot of emojis out there. A lot of people tuning in and out, man. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Don't
Community, unity.
forget, here with Placas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We got a comment actually right there on the Instagram
I'm
saying,
ducking and diving in this episode.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm boxing right now.
Trying to navigate it.
And this one's from Jessie. She's saying, we appreciate you, Daniel, for all that you do and always inspiring us and pushing us.
Thank you
There
for
you
having
go.
our backs. I couldn't do this without the community. So as much as I want to take credit, it's all of us.
Yeah, and I think her follow-up comment was, let me see, community unidos y amor.
Support local
Nice.
businesses, yes.
Yeah, and again, a lot of emojis, some clapping hands,
Right.
a lot of love. Let's see, got another one.
No gatekeeping, you see?
Yeah, no gatekeeping, building our network to build our net worth. Ooh, well said.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah.
All right, and
Taylor's tattoos in the house. I see you. Gracias. Yeah, but again, I mean, just see how we could just come together and support. we're unstoppable. We're the majority. We don't have a governor. We have no one even running for president. We're not running school boards. That's got to change. That's got to change. That's the whole point behind La Mexicana events. Like, how do we support Mayor Sanchez, right? How do we show up for her when she does things like that, right?
Yeah. So little by little, it's still a long way, but you know, this is the year. As the mayor said, this is a critical election, regardless whether it's a major national politics. It does come down more to the local politics. So, again, everybody, do your research and vote for who you think represents you the best.
Mm-hmm.
Got this other question right here that just popped up.
Okay.
Am I reading this right? Does it say Chuck E. Cheese on one?
No, I don't know if it says Chuck E. Cheese, dude, but
These lights are blinding me.
I'll take Mexican
Alright.
pizza with chorizo, homie. What's up?
Would y'all check out my homie's recent
put the beans
project?
right there instead of the marinara sauce.
There you go.
Fuck yeah, dog.
All right, what did
My
it
bad,
say?
babe.
All right, I'm gonna read this one more time. It says, "Would y'all check out my homie's recent project? I did the cover on it. Southwest Kings by Chuck Quest, not Chuck E. Cheese, bro.
All right, cool.
Chuck, you're hungry, carnal. He's hungry, carnal. Yeah, I mean, send it. See,
Yeah,
shoot
man.
Shoot it to La Mexicana, and we'll repost it.
Yeah, or share it to the Kicker Labs, and we'll make sure that we do the same.
And if your homie sings, tell him to pull up with his USB, and we'll make sure we got you some time.
That's right.
That's the one piece of advice I would always go. Good artists carry a USB on you.
Carry
Right.
a USB at all times. 'Cause you never know.
You never know. That's what RM
Yeah,
is.
yeah, right. You just you just jump on. Do you have your music? Let's go.
Yeah, opportunities do come, man. Whether if it's 3 minutes, 6 minutes, if there's a mic and there's a laptop, you got your USB.
You're ready
You
to
can
go.
make things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, as like I said, make sure you bring it.
Yes, exactly. Bring it. Bring the love. Bring that passion that we're known for, right? Show out for your familia. Show out for your people. That's what we want. We don't half-step it. Come full force with that. Bring Mexican flags, dress up as charros, dress up as pachucos, and we want to see you there, right? Because it's all of us, right?
That's
Cool.
right. So everybody pull up this Saturday once again at the Soap Factory, San Diego. It's going to be beautiful, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is gonna be the last call to action. Block us. Can you go ahead and say it one more time? The hours and also the location's address as well. That's gonna
Okay,
be at.
so thank you again. Second annual Viva La Raza Fest from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. or until the ghetto bird shows up, either
Hey.
or.
I read those down.
But
I guess you crazy.
yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be safe, family affair. It's on 30th and Commercial in the Logan Heights area, right? Show up, Cultura, Ramflas, everything. And here's the car right there. It is. There's my manager's telling me right there. You go. There it is, showing that. Yeah, and the directions here. Let me give you the actual directions. I don't want. It's 2995 Commercial Street, the Soap Factory. So 30th and Commercial. The trolley runs right by it. You could also get the trolley there. So the parking, if you don't want to park close to it or there isn't enough parking, get on the trolley. It'll drop you off right there. It's like a block away from it. Okay?
There you go.
There you go, guys. Well, don't forget, pull up. And once again, Plecas, thank you so much for joining us again
Thank you for
on
having
a
me,
second
man.
episode, dude. And
Yeah.
now I'm looking forward to next year too.
The
You're
third
saying
one. I'm going to hit you, carnal. I got the third one. What's up?
got
Cool.
a fashion show, then you're gonna
Do film, all of that. Carnal.
yeah. I love film, by the way.
So maybe we could have it up here somewhere next year.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna see
be
if we
sick.
could pull that waterfront, man. That'll be sick.
Or something here,
Okay.
right? Because Raza Fest is not just one area or one barrio. It's everywhere, right? So why not have one here?
Okay.
I'm
You
down.
say, think about it. I'm going to put you guys up to that.
All right,
Find a spot
down.
up here, and we'll make it happen up here.
What do you guys think, North County? Let us know. Put the comment.
That's facts right there.
All right.
Yeah?
One more time, Plecas. Where can people reach you at before we get out of here?
La Mexicana Events at IG, and just hit us up through there. Questions, comments, whatever you need. Donations, I guess, is water or whatever. You know what I mean? Just come through. That's it. Come say Cubo. You see me? Hey, carnal, what's up? Cubo. Take a flica together. All right?
All right.
That's right.
Kick it Labs. Thank you, carnales. I appreciate you.
thank
I
you, Placas.
appreciate you. Lupe and Oside, carnales. I missed you. Well, I'll see you guys on Saturday, hopefully.
There you go. And with that being said, you can catch us around next time. Yo, thank you for sipping up with us. Thank you for choking up with us. Thank you for kicking it.